and congratulating a few Triad restaurants for their newest accomplishment.
Yeah, popular restaurant review site Yelp has made their first ever top 100 list for the Carolinas. So this is North and South Carolina. 5 of those restaurants are located right here in the Piedmont Triad.
And with that being said, here to tell us just a bit more this morning is Eric Summers. He is the community manager for Yelp here in the Triad. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Eric.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I have to say, Yelp is one of my favorite apps of all time to use. I make all my lists there. I'm always.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, anything that every time I want to go to a restaurant or maybe try something out, I'm always on the app. So it's amazing to just think about some of the places here in our area that have made the list. So you've got to tell us just a bit more about the list and how it's kind of curated, because I'm definitely curious at the process behind this.
Sure. So this is our first ever list of the top 100 places to eat in the Carolinas. We're doing a few of these regional lists this year for the first time. We've just found that the people who tune into Yelp really want to know kind of the micro view of specifically what's great to eat in their area. So this list covers all the restaurants and a wide range of places to eat, from white tablecloth places all the way to cozy cafes. It's more accessible than a list of all fine dining establishments, because while we all love fine dining, we can't do it every day, you know? The list reflects the uniqueness of our community, and it's representative of the places people are loving right now. One of our main factors of determining the list was the total volume and ratings of reviews between January 1st of 2021 and March 31st of this year.
Okay. So a lot of factors are involved in this too, and it's nice because it's timely too. So let's get into some of these restaurants if we can. First on the list, Odjs Mediterranean Kitchen. Talk about that.
Yeah, so they're the top-rated Triad spot on our list. They came in at number 28 overall.
Wow.
Personally, this is one of my favorite places to eat, and the owners, Brandy and Mahmoud Odjs, can be found mingling with guests and overseeing operations every day. While the whole menu there is amazing and it features recipes passed down through their family over generations, I find myself drawn in for, they have a Greek salad, and I would usually be a large salad guy, but I'm telling you, the small Greek salad here is absolutely huge. But the key is to get his mixed shawarma on top, and I like to add a little spice to mine. And the other thing that is not to be missed there, when he has it on special, make sure you get his ultimate prime rib sandwich. It is one of the best French dip style sandwiches you are ever going to have. It's on pressed panini bread. It's always amazing. You always want to know about what specials he has.
I love a good French dip sandwich. Ooh, that
I was
sounds
thinking
good.
about the Greek salad.
Yeah.
I mean, we always torture ourselves this time of morning, especially when we're showing all these amazing pictures. But Eric, it doesn't stop there. Apparently there are 2 more locations that are on Spring Garden Street there in Greensboro as well.
That's right, and they're actually back-to-back on the list at number 37 and 38. So one of them actually made the national top 100 restaurants list earlier this year. That's Freeman's Grub and Pub. I think a lot of people already know about the amazing drinks and fantastic elevated pub food at Freeman's. But if it's 9 o'clock, and if you're thinking about maybe getting a heartier breakfast, you really need to check out Bagner and Alexa's on Spring Garden Street. It's a little diner-style restaurant. Not only do they serve traditional breakfast, they also serve American lunch, but they serve Mexican-style breakfast. You can get things like chilaquiles, chorizo and eggs, and my personal favorite there is the El Rey omelet, which is a 3-egg omelet that features avocado, queso fresco, and fresh crema.
Eric's killing me right now.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely killing me right now. That sounds really good too. All right, and another one that made the list is actually an authentic Vietnamese restaurant on that list. I wasn't aware there was an authentic Vietnamese restaurant in our area, so I'm really curious about this.
Yeah, we actually have a few that are out there in Greensboro especially, but yeah, that's Pho Hien Vuong at number 57. One of my favorite things about this list is that it highlights the amount of amazing international cuisine that we have in this area. Pho Hien Vuong is an amazing place to introduce anybody to the delights of Pan-Asian cuisine. They're known for their delicious bowls of pho, which are just basically giant soup bowls with a very flavorful broth put with whatever proteins that you desire, with a lot of noodles and herbs and vegetables and things like that. But yeah, it's arguably one of the best places to get lunch in town. They've always had historically great lunch specials there. And while I also enjoy the pho and pretty much everything on the menu, don't skip on their wings. And that's weird to say about, thinking about Vietnamese restaurants, but some of the spices and sauces that they put on their wings, and they get this beautiful crisp on them, it's not to be missed.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty decent combination too. Just a little different to do wings and pho at the same time, but I'm not mad at it. It's food.
It's
You'll never
food.
be mad at
Give
it.
it a shot, yeah.
All right, so lastly on the list, we know that there's also the Jerusalem Market. Tell us a bit about that one, Eric.
Yeah, so Jerusalem Market, they actually have 2 locations. There's one, the original, farther up Gate City Boulevard, and there's one in downtown Greensboro. The one we specifically highlighted for the list is the new one in downtown, but at either one, you can find an amazing Middle Eastern market and fresh sandwiches, salads, things like baba ganoush and hummus. My favorite thing to get there is actually their falafel wrap. I love some good falafel. Not only do they have amazing falafel, if you go to Odjs, I would also suggest you get their falafel there as well. But yeah, everything there is made fresh. Everything there is authentic, very well spiced. And these are great places to go to if you're looking to eat healthy as well. So, yeah, I love Jerusalem Market. You can't really beat it. It's a great spot for lunch in downtown Greensboro.
So many great choices.
So many great choices.
Yeah.
Not mad at this list at all. Thank you so much, Eric, for joining us this morning and showing us all this amazing food that we can get just, really close here in our area as well. And so for everyone at home tuning in this morning, those restaurants are once again on your screen now. To find more local eateries, just make sure to follow the Triad Yelp's Instagram page. It's there at Yelp NC Triad on Instagram. It's going to definitely help you find some nice restaurants.